on the left side, your right hand on the right side. Most people don't try this arm, but some people try to, and you find that you can't steer a turn. Most students have Most students understand your hands have got to go on the wheel. The steering wheel is round, unless you're driving a Tesla Plaid. We're not driving a Tesla Plaid. They have a yoke. It's kind of like a jet a throttle. So obviously your left hand stays on the left, your right hand stays on the right. Most students understand, hey, I've got to turn hand over hand to make it go right. I have to turn hand over hand to make it go left. Where students get in trouble, they put their hands to the bottom of the wheel. If you put your hands to the bottom, you're going to make it small and crash because you really can't turn. If you put your hands to the top, you really can't turn that way either. So what I need all of you to do is just make sure your hands are spread away from each other and have good control. The National Highway Safety Transportation says, this is in the United States, that 7 and 5 is the most safest drive. We know there are airbags, and other people say, don't cross your hands. You're going to learn from me. You're going to learn from your mom. You're going to learn from your dad. You're going to learn from all the people in your inner circle. You drive what is comfortable for you. None of you are taking your road test yet. You're not Formula One race car drivers. You're not driving a NASCAR. You're not driving that is a professional level. Professionals hold the steering wheel differently, okay? So you want to be safe and you want to have both hands on the wheel. The next question, how to prepare for a driving license. Every day you prepare. You're in this virtual class right now. You're listening to me. You watch a lot of videos, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. You ask your instructor a lot of questions. Then you get signed up for driving immediately. We're going to be signing for driving next week. I'm getting adjusted in school. You're getting adjusted in school. I'm finishing my last group. So I'll do some drives during the week after class. I'll do some drivings on the weekend. So normally I do drives on the weekday and on the weekend. Okay, I only have a class of 5, so it's small, but normally I drive around 26 students. Okay, next, U-turns on the road test. You normally don't do U-turns on the road test, but you need to learn how. First, you want to make sure, is it legal? Is the street that you want to U-turn on, is it wide enough? If it's not wide enough and there are too many cars coming, then it's not safe to do a U-turn because you're actually going to turn the wheel. You'll be blind to traffic coming from the opposite direction and you could get hit. So you need to be taught when is it safe to do a U-turn, if the street is wide enough, if there's no sign. Why would I want to do a U-turn? There's an accident ahead. I need to turn around. Why can't I do a U-turn? There's not enough room. So you're going to have to do a 3-point turnaround. You're going to have to go into a private driveway or road. You'll pull in, say I'm pulling in to the right. You'll put it in reverse, the opposite direction, and then you'll continue your turn out. We'll do some 3-point turnarounds. They're really important. Next, car tips and tricks. First of all, you want to take care of your car. Clean it at least once a month, right? Vacuum it out. No smelly shoes, no burger wrappers, stinky jerseys, dirty stuff. Keep your car clean because that's a reflection of you. You want to make sure your windows are clean, your headlights are clean. Vacuum it out. Vacuuming is free. Most of these places around the United States have free vacuums. You go in there once a week, twice a week, clean your car out. Your parents will say, wow, your car's so clean. Yeah, mom and dad, can I have more money? You have to show your parents that you take care of the car. But if you're driving mom and dad's car and you trash it, you're going to get cussed out. Let's just keep it real. Okay? Don't trash your parents' car. Also, that brings me to, you want to dress properly. If you got your shoulder off, your back out, chest out, no one wants to see that. When I drive with you, I'm going to be dressed in crispy and nice. No, not a shirt and tie on. That was 22 years ago. I'm going to have a little button down on, some nice shorts, crispy matching socks. Dress nice when you come to drive. If you look like garbage, you're going to drive like garbage. I didn't call you garbage. We don't want to see your bra strap. We don't want to see holes in your shirt. Dress properly because that's the first opinion. If I dress nasty, you're going to say, dang, man, he's, I saw his butt crack. I saw this. Headley's like, what? Keep it real. You feel me? Dress nice. Have your hair up. Don't have your hair all over your face like this so you can't see. Where's my hat? Oh, I got a hat. Yeah, I do. Let me tell you something about a hat. If you have your hat on like this, You can't see to the left. You can't see to the right. I'm going to say it again. If your hat is low, you can't see to the left. You can't see to the right. So I got to dress properly? Yeah. Okay, if you have long hair, don't have it covering your face. You can't see, bro. No. Put your hair up. Look crispy. Look neat. Okay, because first impressions are important. In the manual that we have, instructors should be dressing neat, should be smelling clean, the car should be looking nice. I need you to look nice. It sets the stage for professionalism. But I'm a kid. I don't want to drive like that. Well, you're going to get treated like a kid because driving is not for kids. It's for young adults. So when you come to your drive, look nice. Have your hair up. Don't have no hat on like this. No, bro. Don't do that. Okay? Car trips and trips. Keep your car clean. Vacuum it out. Wash your car. Take it to a coin operator wash. A lot of people don't know how to do that. You might go through a little drive-through car wash. You have to put it in neutral. Take care of your car. Next, things to know for your drive. Wear thin sole shoes. Don't wear thick shoes. Don't wear hard Nikes. I'm not sponsored by Crocs. Crocs are good. The little jelly shoes are good. Converse are good. Wear thin sole shoes because you're nervous. You won't be able to feel the gas and brake. You're going to be slamming the gas, slamming the brake, and then you're going to scare everyone in the back seat. I'm going to look at you and say, really? Why are you hitting the gas so hard? I don't know. I'm nervous. Wear thin sole shoes so you can feel the gas and brake. I'm going through quickly. Things to know for your drive. Be comfortable. Come on time. Relax. We're going to start in the parking lot. Question. Go ahead. Marley, question. No, it's my remote. Never mind, Marley. But anyway, what I need you to do is just come with an open mind. Your parents might say, come on, let's drive. You're going to fight with your mom, fight with your dad. Then you're going to come to your instructor and be mad. Don't do that. Okay? Yes. Slides are, you know what? Slides, I wouldn't wear slides because they could get caught between the gas and brake. You feel me? Good question. Don't wear slides. They could get caught between the gas and brake. And some instructors will say, you got slides on? I'm canceling the drive. Don't wear slides. But I thought you wanted me to be comfortable. Not when your slide can get stuck between the gas and brake. Okay, don't do that. Driving theory test. You got to read. We got to go through the pre-test. Whatever driver must know. I do Kahoots. I do Quizlet. You got to put in reading. And if you guys don't read this stuff, you won't pass your test. And typically, about 2 kids every class don't pass their test. They don't study. They think it's a joke. Your social life is too important. Don't be that kid. It's on you. When I teach beginners how to drive, you got to grow up. You got to dress appropriately. You got to listen to an adult. All the things you don't want to do, but guess what? You're going to have to listen to me or I won't drive you. It's simple. It's about safety. Common good is the most important thing. Real talk. I'm going to write down the list. The road test. Every road test is different. Michigan, Texas, Ohio. The basic thing on a road test, have good speed control. Use your blinker. Know the difference between a stop sign and a yield sign. We talked about that yesterday. Beginning drivers mix up stop and yield signs. I'm going to hit you hard on those signs. You have to know signs. You have to know pavement markings. You need to know how to drive home. You need to know a different way home. Tips for newly drivers. Relax. Don't have a lot of friends in the car. Get up early. If it's in the wintertime, sorry, you got to get up early. Bro, I don't want to get up early. Well, I guess you're going to suck because the windows are frozen. You didn't put gas in last night. You don't eat breakfast. You're trying to go to Starbucks and you're going to be late the first hour. And if you keep being late the first hour, you're probably going to lose credit. And then your first hour teacher is going to clip on Power School. And then your parents are going to say, you have 50 times late. What's going on? The teacher is not marking me. You're coming late. And then one day you're going to have an accident. You're going to run a light. And bad things will happen. So get up a little bit early. Warm up the car. Get something to eat. If you got a bestie, hey, come on, I'm going to take you to Tim Hortons. I'm going to take you to Starbucks. We're going to go through McDonald's. That's when you come in cool. You park good. You got your little coffee coming in the door. Your friends are like, can I have some? You're like, no, bro. But you're my favorite friend. Here you go, teacher. That right? There's a time to look good and it's a time to look like you're trying to look cool. You don't know the difference yet. Next, free driving lessons. There are no free driving lessons. If your mom is a hot mess, your dad is a hot mess, they road rage, they run lights, they cut people off. You could do those things because remember, your parents are the first teachers. If your mom kind of snaps to everyone, get out of my way. They snap at everyone. You're like, Mom, I'm really embarrassed to be with you, but I still love you. You're going to start doing that. Or you won't be like that. Or your stepdad or stepmom. So you got to try to learn neutral. Learn the best way over time. And if you become a road rager, there's a bigger fool than you on the road. If you cut off people, eventually people have webcams, dash cams, and they're going to cut you off, and then you're going to get punched in the face. So I'm telling you the reality out here. People road rage all the time. I'm going to write down the list. Car detailing tips and tricks. Wash your car, get all the dirt and grit off. Have 2 buckets, one for washing. Don't use dish soap. Use a special soap for cars. Clean it. It's a polisher. It gets some of the grit out of the paint. Then you use another bucket for washing. Then you rinse it off, and then you get some spray on wax. Your car will look so crispy and clean. Next, skill tutorials. There are people who do tutorials on steering, turning, parking, road tests. I do tutorials. I'll talk to you later about that. 3-point turnarounds. We talked about 3-point turnarounds. I'm almost done. Steering wheel recommendations. If you're short, you're going to have to, I'm going to go sideways, you're going to have to move the seat forward. But you want to be about 11 to 12 inches away from the steering wheel. We do not want to eat a steering wheel. It will knock out your teeth. It will split your chin open. You don't want to be too far away. A lot of the boys think they're big pimping. Hey, I'm big pimping. Don't do that. Okay? Are there hours for test review? Are there hours for test review? Explain. Ashton, explain.
I was talking about the whatever driver must know worksheet. Like, are we gonna have to turn those in?
You're gonna turn it in to me on the last day. You're gonna do your packet, and then you're gonna give me everything to me on the last day. This keeps you accountable. I told you not to print out everything, but print out enough. Okay? Because if you don't do the work, you're gonna struggle on the test. You're gonna struggle on driving, and that's your fault. And your parents can say, you know what? You didn't study. Wow. Or your mom studied. Or so you got to turn it in to me on the last day. I want to keep going. Good question. Steering wheel recommendations. If you're taller, move the seat back. If you're shorter, move the seat up. Everyone's anatomically a little bit different. I'm 6'4". I got long arms. Yes, I can still dunk. I can dunk on all of you and cross you over and get 1 million views. Yes, I can still dunk on you. So I'm joking with you, but yes, I can. So everyone's built different. You want to move the seat forward, have a slight bend in your arms, a slight bend in your knees. I'm going to keep it moving. Help me trends. Occasionally on social media, they get trends. You just want to learn the best practice. Next, 1-step skill tutorials, 1-step parking tutorials. You line your car up, you put it in reverse, you turn hand over hand to the right, you back in, you turn it back to the left, you just parallel parked. So if you want a shortened version, you can get that. The most important thing on driving, being comfortable. Again, being comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you will suck at driving, you will crash, you will have a panic attack, and it makes it harder for your instructor, your teacher, to teach you. Runaway truck ramps. Every state has certain ramps because when trucks go down mountains, they overheat their brakes and the trucks literally can't stop. So a truck runaway ramp is like an uphill ramp with dirt and gravel to slow the truck down because the brakes have overheated and they caught on fire. It's really scary. Stay away from trucks. Next, daily life. I think all of you have a daily life. Me as an instructor, I knew I was going to have day 2. I'm trying to get in here early, try to have everything set for you, be energetic, show you videos, go over the information. Everyone's a little bit different. Jelly shoes are important. I told you, don't dress bummy. You want to look nice. Okay, questions. Questions, type them in, type them in. Will we have to turn in? Yes, we already answered that. It's for you to look at. You can take some pictures on your phone, but I want to look at it and check it, then I'll give it back to you. Other questions? Give me 5 questions, and then we can move forward. 5 questions. Come on, I need 5 questions. This is your class. Then we're going to jump on whatever driver must know. I just want to go over some typical questions, the driving theory test. car tips and tricks, U-turns, how to prepare for your license, driver detailing tips. You want to wash your car first, get off the dirt and grit, then put soap on. Don't let it dry. Don't put soap on a hot car. You want to have the water because the water is the lubricant, and then you're going to have the soap. You want car soap. You don't want dish soap because that will strip off the wax and everything else. And then that wax is that protective layer for bird poop, uh, insects, dirt, and grit because you don't want to wipe a dry car because you're going to scratch the paint and then your parents won't like you. Honey, why are all these swirl marks in my Corvette? Oh no. Why is my truck got that funny face on the front? Oh no. Okay. Once you start washing the car, you need to wash it when it's wet. What should I do? Brings me on the first day. Smile. I'll provide you with the green card. The green card is this. This is your drive log. We'll set up drive times next time we have class. Where do we drive? We drive in the parking lot. We make right turns. We make left turns. I'm looking for you to turn your head. If you're going to the left, I better see you turn your head going to the left. If you're going to the right, I need to see you turn your wheel going to the right. You drive with your right foot only. We're not driving a clutch. If we had a clutch, you use your left foot for the clutch, right foot for gas and brake. Work them so shoes. You're going to be nervous. If you're the first kid, your mom and dad are like, that's my first child. Don't kill them. And I'm going to say to your parent, don't you kill me. Because you got to listen to directions. You're going to be nervous. Your heart's going to be pounding. You're going to be shaking. Relax. I'm a professional. I know what to do. I know how to coach you. What do you say on pages we have to do? Whatever driver must know. It was in your book. I told you and went over that yesterday. But of course, many of you don't do work. Whatever driver must know is on page 5 of your packet. It's on page 5 and 6. There are 47 questions. We need to have that done. How many mess ups do you get? It depends on the type of mess up. There's a mess up because you don't know it's a mess up, pure. There's a mess up because you're a butthead and don't listen, dangerous. A butthead mess up, we told you to turn hand over hand, you let the wheel, you turn with one hand, you crash into the curb. A butthead mess up, we told you to slow down on the yellow light, you run through yellow lights. You're getting ready to kill me and scare other drivers. A pure mess up, you're kind of going too fast. You don't know you're following distance, so we tell you back off. Okay? So everyone will go through butthead mess ups. I don't know mess ups. Then you're going to start learning. Around drive 2 or 3, you're going to start learning. If you listen and you're comfortable, but I'm not comfortable with people. I have anxiety. So what? Everyone has anxiety. I have anxiety of spiders. No, there's no spider. We all have anxiety. No one lives in a perfect world. Some people are scared of needles. Some people are claustrophobic. Your instructor will show you love, show you care, and repeat directions. So I like to say, you want to have a learning mess up. No one is perfect. We all mess up, but I don't want dangerous mess ups where you're rear-ending cars, you're running lights, you're turning at the last second. Good instructors give you time. They repeat directions. And I want to maintain that level of being a good instructor. So I always wanted to explain things to you so you understand.